Okay, so today in today's training, I was sitting at home and I was like, what are some things that I went through developing as a businessman? And what are some things that I really wish I would have heard when I first got started? Not even just with marketing or real estate, or these are just like Umair's thoughts. And so in the last 5 minutes, I just created some a PowerPoint. Now look, I want to say this before I dive into this. We're all adults. Okay. So if there's some things that I talk about today and you're like, man, that's a little bit weird. Hey, it is what it is. These are things that are on my mind and things that have helped me and just stuff that I have gone through, and I am an open book, right? So I've got a cool PowerPoint and I want to share this with you guys because they're thoughts that may help you take your game to the next level. And then, of course, with every call, I'm going to give you guys some action items and things that you might want to do for your business. All right. So I'm going to share my screen. And at the end, we'll do a little bit of a Q&A. But again, invite people in the community to these calls. And they're just a call to support you in your ICM business, give you an opportunity to ask some questions. And they're just 30 minutes. All right. So I'm going to share my screen and hopefully you'll be able to see my PowerPoint. And, I just did this like in 5 minutes. So it's not like a cool PowerPoint or anything like that. So these are just some self-development ideas, right? Like your level of self-development typically yields the money in your bank account as a business person or an entrepreneur. So let me do this real quick. Okay. So self-development, like this is just advice, right? I'm not saying anything's right or wrong or good or bad. And in some of these things, even I've been working on and I haven't completely really gotten to the point where I want to be. But it's important as businessmen and women that we continue to have this growth mindset. All right. We're like plants. We're either growing or we're dying. So let me just dive into these ideas, guys. And then we'll have some time to do some discussion about it. So advice piece number one, right? Or just not even advice, but thoughts. I thought this when I first got started in my business. I said, someone makes 10x more than I do in my 9 to 5 because they took the time to learn how to earn leveraged income instead of linear income. See, I didn't even write anything right. I just typed it real fast, but you guys get the idea, right? Like someone right now is making 10x than what you're making because they understood the idea of leveraged income instead of linear income. Remember, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with working a 9 to 5, but if you only have a 9 to 5, that's linear. You have to go it's one way. And what we do is help people to uncover residual and passive income, whether that's with real estate investing or our income opportunity. All right. And you know what's cool? I just want to show this to you guys today. I wasn't paying attention. Let me get out of here. So I want to show this to you guys. So it's Tuesday and it's payday for Renatus, right? And I got this email. This is one of my favorite emails of the day. It said, Renatus, $22,063.61 have been sent to your account. And I was like, hey, that's cool. It's payday. I love payday. Guys, I used to make less than $30,000 a year, and Renatus is willing to pay us an unlimited amount of money. And it's not just one way, right? It's leveraged income. And so I want to help you guys create time freedom with your leveraged income. Anyone else got paid today? I love getting paid. But it's not about the money, right? It's like the money is just a tool. So let me get back to these slides. So advice number two, and I know this is a little crazy, but this is something that I had to learn and master as a young man. And if you're a little bit older, if you're a lady, maybe you've never dealt with this, but porn and masturbation is the killer of success. It stunts and destroys your brain. And unfortunately, in society right now, this is kind of everywhere, you know? So just things that were in my head, I put on this PowerPoint. So please be understanding, right? Whether you realize it or not, this is an addiction of a lot of people, especially men. And so if you don't nip it in the butt when you're younger, then it can cause mental illness and all these other things. So just, I don't hold anything back, guys. So if this is something, you might even stay quiet or have an awkward laugh about it, but these are real things in the world and they will affect you and your life and your business. Advice piece number 3, and this one's huge. This is huge, right? I know so many know-it-alls that are always trying to give people advice, and it's like, dude, you're living a miserable life. Guys, if you're going to be successful in life, you shouldn't take advice from people who are not where you want to be in life, right? Like my brother, when I first got into Renatus, right? My brother was like in jail and he had just got out of jail and he was getting in and out of trouble. And I told my brother about Renatus and he goes, dude, that's a scam. You're stupid if you do it. And I almost took advice from someone that was nowhere where I wanted to be in life. So when I met Scott Rowe and I met Bob Snyder, and I was like, okay, well, I want to live a clean life. I want to learn how to help people. I like the message of Renatus. So I started taking advice from people that I looked up to. So you shouldn't take advice from people who are not where you want to be in life. And a lot of customers of yours will do this. They're like, oh yeah, well, I got to go talk to my aunt and my uncle and my cousin and my broke brother and my broke this. And it's like, really? Right? And so sometimes as a good businessman or woman, when you hear stuff, you're going to eventually get the ability to reframe and help influence people for their greater good. Because people do stuff for years without recognizing it. So you guys, whether you believe it or not, you're changing yourself, but you're also becoming a change agent. And I've had a lot of people thank me, even if they got mad at me first. Okay. So advice item number 4, I wanted to share with you guys. And this is the best part of life when you realize it. Guys, no one is coming to save your problems. Your life is 100% your responsibility. And unfortunately, in America right now, no one wants to take responsibility. They play the victim card. So as a new business owner, right, you guys are all business owners. Maybe you don't believe it yet, but you own a business, whether it's a marketing business or you're getting your real estate business off the ground. But guys, no one's coming to save you from your problems. Your life is 100% your responsibility. And it's so hard to stomach, especially for a guy that has an ego. They're like, no, well, he did this and she did this and my parents did this and I'm this way because this. And it's like, no, I get your context and your situations, but learn to take some responsibility. If you're broke, it's not the government's fault. It's your fault, right? So that's just some advice I started listening to and advice that I give myself and that I will give you. Here's the next item, all right? So that's 4. So advice item number 5. And this is huge, especially for a lot of people in Renatus, unfortunately. Guys, you don't need 100 self-development books. All you need is to create SMART goals. Remember what that is: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timed. You need to take action and have some discipline. All right. So many people are doing what I call getting ready to get ready. Okay. They want to create a website and make shirts and create business cards and do all this crap and spend money when they haven't even made a sale in their business. Okay. But I say this to say self-development is amazing. I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it wasn't for self-development. I just want the team. I want you guys to never get trapped in what I call the self-development trap. And what that is, when you're reading book after book after book after book after book after book, but there are no changes happening in your life. All right. That's what, and same thing with your classes. Look, if you got Renatus, it was to help you take action, not to sit there and take classes for years. Okay. And if you're scared, that's okay. Right. Get some help. I'm your advisor. I will help you. I will guide you. I'll do whatever I can. I really just want to see you guys win. But this informational junkie thing and this self-development trap is stunting a lot of people's growth. Like, I literally know people who have read hundreds of business books and they haven't even started their own business. I'm like, what are you doing? Right. All right. Number 6. This is a big one. Okay. Unless you went to college to learn a specific skill, like you're a doctor, an engineer, a lawyer, you know, you can make more money as an ICM in the next 90 days just by learning sales and working our system. Okay. Unless you went to college to learn a specific skill, you can really make more than what you're making, right? But you got to trade something. So, I mean, like if you're working a 9 to 5 right now, like maybe you make less than 100 G's a year. Well, have you ever thought about this? 10 people, just 10 human beings to get their extreme combo, not even their epics, is $100,000. And some of those people may even partner up with you. You guys might build a relationship. Maybe you'll do a deal. You know, I was marketing Renatus, and I'll show this to you. I got how many units is it? Let me just check real quick. Today I got and this guy, me and him are talking, and he's open to to doing seller financing. But this guy has got a 44 unit mobile home park, right? That he just wants to get rid of. And why do you think I found that deal? Hold on, I might be frozen. I found a 44 unit mobile home park today because I market Renatus. I met this guy marketing Renatus, and he goes, look, I've got this deal. So anyhow, let me keep moving. Hopefully some of this advice you guys won't just listen to, but you'll take. This is close to what I said, but no one cares about you, right? People are so like, even teenagers, and like everyone's like, hey, I wonder what they're going to think about me, or I wonder what they're going to say if I do this. Guys, no one cares. So stop being shy, go out there, create your success, and take chances, right? Everyone's always self-conscious about, what if I say this and what are people going to think about me? It's not going to matter, right? People forget. Like, you know, it's crazy. My buddy died, and I love my friend, but it's like, you can die tomorrow and life goes on, right? And you only have one life to live. So I encourage you to stop being shy, go out there and take action. Number eight. If you find someone smarter than you, work with them, don't compete, right? There's so many people that are way smarter than me. And it's really understanding the 4 currencies. So you have to get into the abundance mindset. So if you find people who are smarter than you, I love being surrounded by smarter people than me. In fact, that's why I worked hard to get on the PAC, the President's Advisory Council with Renatus, because I'm hanging out with people that are high caliber, right? And I'm like, whoa, these are some smart people. So I get to learn and be a part of that environment. Number 9, and this was big for me because growing up, I used to smoke a lot of reefer. I'd be in the high school bathroom smoking a blunt. You know, that's what my buddies did. So that's what I did. But as I got older and I got into Renatus and I started making these changes, I realized this, right? And no one's perfect, right? It's okay to have recreational stuff and fun, but weed and drugs have zero benefit to your life. They will only slow your thinking and lower your focus. Okay. And I know the weed's becoming legal and all these benefits, and it's great. I mean, yeah, I love it even now, but it's like, I understand intellectually that, hey, it's gonna lower my focus. It's gonna slow me down. All right. So advice number 10 for my friends hanging out with me today. And this is a big one, guys. Comfort is the worst addiction, and it's a cheap ticket to depression. Comfort is the worst addiction and a cheap ticket to depression, right? It's like people are so comfortable, especially in America, the most comfortable country in the world, but depression is rampant, right? So this statement holds some weight, right? So anytime I start feeling down or depressed or not good, I go take some action. I'll go work out. I'll go for a run. I'll get to work on something, because when you take an action, like, you know, you have a thought, and a thought leads to an action, and an action yields a result. And there's just you want to create a positive feedback loop in your life. Remember how I talked about the 15 minutes to fulfillment that I do every day, or the 30 minutes to thrive, or an hour of power? Well, that's because I'm continuously conditioning my mind. But if you're comfortable right now, like sometimes people get a 9 to 5 and then they pay their bills and they live for the weekends. They're comfortable. But if that job leaves them, dude, they are having a heart attack. So I want to encourage you guys to get uncomfortable, make the calls, do the things that you're afraid to do. And I'm telling you, after you do it, you're going to feel so good. Okay. So comfort's the worst addiction, guys, and it's a cheap ticket to depression. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Hopefully you guys are feeling some of these thoughts, because we're all human. We all go through the same stuff, right? At least I think we do. Okay. This is a big one that Yas taught me, actually, because I wear my heart on my sleeve. I say everything, but don't tell people more than they need to know. Respect your own privacy, right? And some of this will resonate with you, some of it won't, because maybe you're not at a place in life, right? But don't tell people more than they need to know. Respect your own privacy. Okay, this is a big one. Yeah, Sindrell, keep it moving, right? So, and for me, and you guys, this is one that I've struggled with, but avoid alcohol at all cost. Nothing worse than losing your senses and acting a fool. Oh man, I've gotten to a point where I completely quit having any alcohol beverages, right? And then I was like, well, I made some excuses. I was like, well, maybe just a little, right? And then there's some funny quotes, like it's a little, but then a little leads to a lot, right? So it's really finding that balance. But these are things that are kept, they're in society to keep people, amazing people like you and me, to stunt our growth. Like, we're creators. Human beings are there. I think we were born to create. That's why, like, there's so many amazing human beings on the planet. But when you numb yourself with certain things, then you are not reaching your full potential. All right. Advice number 13, keep your standards high and don't settle for something because it's available. Like, when I found Renatus, sure, the essentials were available. They were available. But I was like, nah, my standards were so high of what I expected of myself that I was like, there's no way I'm doing anything less than the extreme combo. I deserve it. I know what I'm capable of. And I'm not letting my standards down. Same thing with my relationships. I dated a lot of women, but then when I found Yas, oh man, I knew she was going to be a woman who pushes me to my greatness. She helped to raise my standards. Okay. So keep your standards high, guys. No need to settle for less. Okay. Renee came off on mute, so I'm going to mute her. All right, let's keep it moving. So this is a big one for me. And you guys, you don't realize it, but you are my second family, right? A lot of you guys are friends that I hope to know. I want to know you for life. But the family you create is more important than the family that you come from. Whew. Guys, it's crazy because a lot of times my own family, and I love my blood family, right? But sometimes, right, and a lot of times, the family you create is more important than the family that you come from. And a lot of you guys are like my family, okay? It's like in life, this is how you grow. So number 15, and again, these are, Umair is ADHD, so I have a lot of thoughts in one day. So I just wrote these down. So forgive me for my grammar and misspelling crap, right? This one's huge in business, guys. And out of all of these, this is probably the biggest one, okay? You must train yourself to take nothing personally, right? Train yourself to take nothing personally to save yourself from 99% of mental problems. This is so big, guys. It's so funny when people get started as an ICM, their first couple of people will go through the system and those people will say no. And ICMs take it so personally, like someone just stole something from their grandma. Like, it's their decision, right? So you have to learn a little bit of separating your emotional attachment to things. Like, if someone calls you ugly, someone calls me stupid, that's their opinion. I'm like, all right, I'm glad you think that, right? But as business people, we have got to master not taking things so dang personal, right? Like when I first started my rental businesses, when tenants wouldn't pay, I was like, how could they? Why would they? I would make up all these stories. And then I realized that those were all just stories my brain was making up. And eventually I learned to let go of the stories, right? So that's number 15. And guys, that's all I had time for. I probably have a lot, but I'm going to go through them all real quick again. We're going to go real fast. All right. So someone makes 10x more than you do at your 9 to 5 because they've learned leveraged income instead of just linear. Porn and masturbation is the killer of success. It stunts and destroys your brain. You shouldn't take advice from people who are not where you want to be in life. Duh, it's like an obvious. No one is coming to save your problems. Your life is 100% your responsibility. Okay. Rambo agrees with me. You don't need to read 100 self-development books. All you need is smart goals, action, and discipline, right? Unless you went to college to be something specific, did you know that you can make more money as an ICM in the next 90 days just learning sales and working the business, right? The problem is a lot of people want to do the ICM business. They want to make money, but they've got all these limiting beliefs or all these meanings that they're making up about it. I know I did. Advice number 7, no one cares about you, so stop being shy. Number 8, if you find someone smarter than you, work with them, don't compete. Drugs have 0 benefit to your life. Say no to drugs, kids. They will only slow your thinking and lower your focus. I used to think that because I was ADHD, I needed weed to slow my brain down. And it was just an excuse to numb myself, okay? Number 10, comfort is the worst addiction and a cheap ticket to depression. Get out of your comfort zone. Take action today. Don't tell people more than they need to know. Respect your privacy, right? None of your damn business. Avoid alcohol. Nothing worse than losing your senses and acting a fool. And then advice 13, keep your standards high, right? If you really expect something out of a relationship, like don't settle, right? If you expect something out of a business, don't settle. If you expect that you're going to get this many leads as a business, don't settle. Too many people settle. Family you create is more than family that you come from. Train yourself to take nothing personally to save yourself 99% of mental problems. All right, we covered them all. If even one helped you guys today, one idea, one thought, if it resonated with you, that makes me a happy camper. All right. Okay, I love it. Some of them are tougher for you. Some of them are easier for you. Now, guys, I am doing meetings like this with you every single Tuesday at 5. I'm going to be leaving to South Carolina for a little over a week. I'm going to a tax lien auction. And then who knows, I might just drive to, so this 47 unit or however many unit mobile home park is in Louisiana. And I want to go buy it cash. So I might be away for a little bit longer than Yas even knows right now. But I'll continuously be here. I want to see you guys succeed in your businesses. And if you have some limiting beliefs, try to overcome them. Okay. Now we have like 7 or 8 minutes. Let's see. Guilty of trying to learn too much and forget about, Nelson, Jovanka. I mean, come on, right?
Yeah, I think that was, again, we started off pretty good and then we just got roped into trying to learn. And then that whole action thing just went down, which brought us down. Now we have to pick ourselves back up.
Yeah, brother. And I'm glad that we met the other day because like you guys started and you thought you were alone in this. Like we're a team. We help each other out. We have each other's back. We have lenders. We have title companies. I even have virtual assistants ready to help you automate your real estate business on deck when you guys are ready for it. Like there's things that are happening in the background that I'm really trying to help. But you guys, if we're really going to build this business in this group, we got to have all hands on deck, right?
And like one of the items you mentioned was like avoid alcohol at all costs. That's what we did. It's been 3 months. We just killed it. We're like, you know what? Tired of waking up tired or sluggish on a Sunday or Saturday morning. That's like nix it. It was like that's taking away, productivity. So we got
You're an inspiration. You're an inspiration, man. I love it. And see, when people hear stuff like that, it's like, cool. Well, let's just create a group that just does the right, like better stuff, right? Because society enforces all this craziness. Like
exactly. And again, one of the other items was, stop being shy. We're just starting to reach out to people. Hey, here's a link, and we're going to start getting things moving. So, this is what we needed, the family.
Yeah. The family, baby. And you guys got to remember this. Some will, some won't. So what? Keep it moving, right? They weren't, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. We can't be addicted to their to what other people do. It's like your business, your life, and your results. So I
Yeah,
love it.
and again, Jovanka and I, we travel a lot. So if we ever travel together, we're going to take separate airlines, separate airplanes, and just we are a walking marketing machine.
I
And we're just
love
going to
it.
do it that way.
Heck yeah.
We
And
just
dude,
divide and conquer on the trip.
in Nelson, you're gonna find deals. Like I was talking to a guy today. I found another nice mobile home lot deal. Just marketing Renatus, right? It's crazy. So can't be addicted to other people's addictions. That's an interesting one. Yeah, cool. So now we've got about 4 minutes. I wanted to show you guys, I did this too. Like we are actively looking for public speakers. So if you have some credibility and you don't mind speaking, look, this is what I did today. You guys know I have a Dropbox with ads and stuff in there for you guys. I've literally tried to put together every single piece that I can for your business. Oh, wrong thing. I'm automating my property management too. It's been crazy, but I'll be able to help you guys with some stuff later on. Where is it? Oh, it's a Dropbox. So in this Dropbox, you know how I added everybody to this. If you're not added to this Dropbox, let me know. But I just added all of my presentations in here. So if you guys want to download my presentation slides and then listen to me every week and then start practicing presenting, go for it. I know Ariel, he's trying to do the Spanish presentation because Renatus can be converted, you know, the whole website can be converted into Espanol, which is cool. And there's a lot of Hispanic people that are willing to work hard and do the work. They just don't know the information. So you see how it goes from English to Espanol. So we've got a lot of good things coming up. Oh, Bilal, I haven't added you. Put your email in there and I'll in the chat box and I'll add you. This Dropbox basically, guys, has ads that are already done for you. So these are all different types of ways to generate customers. I've got scripts in here. I've got examples of signs. I've got, look, I've done all of the hard work for you. You just got to take the advertisements and put them out. Okay. Or you can edit them and make them your own. It's your business. Again, it's cool because today's payday and we got paid $22,000 in just our marketing business. And then I'm going to take that $22,000 and invest some of it in these tax liens, right? Because instead of letting money sit, you can invest it and make 12 to 15%, 18% in the DC market with tax liens. So cool. BM Harrison 59 at Gmail. Let me add you to this. You know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm just going to put the link. Let me just copy the link and put it in the chat box. This should work. I just sent it to you, Bilal Harrison. I sent it to everyone. All right, guys. Cool. Well, this was fun. If you have any quick questions or comments, let me know. And if you have things that you want me to train on or just things like, Umair, I don't know what to say when I'm doing this, or hey, like the other day, they have their essentials. They needed help just setting up their LLC and their EIN number. They're like, hey, who do you use do you have an attorney or something like that? Like wherever you guys are at, leverage the group in the community and take action. Okay. The marketplace is changing. The correction has already started. Interest rates are rising. And if you guys are paying attention, unfortunately, a lot of Americans are going to lose their jobs. Companies have already started doing layoffs. Okay. So you must take control of your finances now. If not, you're going to get left behind. Okay. Okay. Let me check the chat box. Yes.
Tomorrow the interest go up again.
Again?
Oh, yeah. 325, 70,
Another 3/4 of a point.
Another 3/4. That's right.
See, even I got it, my friend. I got it. So
we need to stay all ready for that opportunity.
Yeah, because
more growing the interest is better for us, for the team, you know.
It's better for us because now instead of people having their money sit there, they're going to be like, oh my God, what do I do with my money? And if you as a real estate investor can show them how they can invest with you and they can secure their money by the asset and then you're going to go ahead and run your business, guys, you're going to be the people that can help others drastically if you actually take your classes and take action. Okay.
Correct.
And the ones that take action, I just want to applaud you guys, right? I know Johnny called me earlier. Johnny's working on taking his classes and taking action, and he realizes it's not going to happen overnight, but you got to start taking moves now. I know Chad's been taking action with his marketing and his real estate business, and I just want to apply. I know Ariel's been doing real estate and he's wanting to do the marketing. Nelson and Jovanka are actively trying to get into marketing. I know Hannah is doing the 10-day challenge again. So this is great, guys. We're all taking action. And this is what I want to leave you guys with. So this is and I know I've showed this to some people, but this is the simple process of creating success. I'm going to leave you guys with this. I would take a screenshot of this if I were you. In life, this is the simple process of achieving success. It's this simple. You guys make it more confusing, but it's this simple. Whatever you want, you create a plan, and then immediately you take action on the plan that you created. And then as you're taking action, you get results, whether they're good results or bad results, doesn't matter. They're results. You measure your results. And then if something works, keep doing it, right? If something's not working, it's just going to require you to adjust. So I encourage you guys to go fail today, suck at stuff, be okay with it. And even show up on Tuesday, say, let's just celebrate how much we sucked. Like, man, I talked to this guy and he hung up. Cool, man, that's a failure. Heck yeah. Right? I made an offer and the lady was like, it was too low. Cool. We got to start celebrating the failures, because people, you got to fail forward, guys. All right, much love and respect. This is recorded. These recordings are uploaded on YouTube, and I'll send them to you if you want to rewatch them. All right. Have a great day, guys. Thursday night, we have our mastermind. Oh, I wanted to say this before I let you guys go. We have the SMART training coming up November 11th. It's my anniversary, right? But I'm spending my anniversary learning about SMART with you guys. If you have not created an account with SMART, do it today. All right. And I think the flyer was somewhere in here. But we have the SMART training coming up November the 11th. It's going to be online. And this is what's going to help all of us to automate and duplicate our marketing businesses. Okay. So if you haven't done so yet, put that in your calendar, November 11th at 7 p.m. Okay. And if you have your AIT classes, the best way to submit a deal for me to just kind of look over it is through a link. And if you have a deal, instead of us going back and forth, like, just send me all the information and then we should do a Zoom call. And the way it usually works, if you have a deal is, or you want to really work the numbers or figure out how to structure the deal, I'm here to just give you some feedback, but then schedule your session with the Renatus coach so we can help you get your deals done. All right. Bye, guys. Have a great rest of the day. Cheers.